The following factors could affect Italian markets on Monday. Reuters has not verified the newspaper reports, and cannot vouch for their accuracy. New items are marked with asterisk. For a complete list of diary events in Italy, please click on Politics. Italy's anti-establishment five-star movement and the far-right League remain locked in talks to forge a common policy program and said they would not be able to present it to the head of state on Sunday as planned. An Italian tribunal has lifted a ban on veteran centre-right leader Silvio Berlusconi from holding public office, meaning he could run to be prime minister in the next national election. Economy. OECD releases March composite leading indicator, 1000 GMT. The Italian coalition, taking shape 10 weeks after March's inconclusive election, has made economic promises that seem incompatible with Europe's fiscal rules and will be hard, if not impossible, to keep. Debt Treasury starts offer of new 8-year BTP Italia bond reserved to small investors, ends on May 16 subject to early closure. Banco BPM, CARIGE. Banco BPM could consider a merger with a domestic rival as soon as the second half of 2019, its chief executive Giuseppe Castagna told La Stampa on Saturday. Castagna added Genoa-based lender Carige was not a potential partner for Banco BPM because Carige aimed at sealing a tie-up in the short term. Banca Monte dei Paschi di Siena. Other banks a return to profit for troubled Italian bank Monte dei Paschi di Siena added impetus to signs of a tentative recovery among the country's battered lenders on Friday. By the end of next year, Italy's treasury, Monte dei Paschi's top investor, will have to prepare a plan to cut its stake in the bank to zero by 2021, Il Sole 24 Ore said on Sunday. Media said Italy's antitrust will likely decide whether to open an in-depth investigation on Media's Sky Italia cooperation in the coming days, Il Corriere della Sera reported on Sunday. Astaldi. Japan's IHI will likely take part in an upcoming plan to boost Astaldi's capital by €300 million, Il Sole 24 Ore reported on Sunday, adding an Astaldi's board meeting is expected to give its green light to the capital plan on Tuesday or Wednesday. Brembo. The company hopes to close a deal with Italian tax authorities to cut its tax rate, under the so-called patent box scheme, in the first half of next year, Il Sole 24 Ore reported on Sunday. Fiat Chrysler chief executive Sergio Marchionne said on Friday proposed changes to automotive rules by the U.S. government may prompt the Italian-American automaker to shift exports of the company's Mexican-made vehicles. Luxottica. The company said it had signed an agreement to bring out the Sunglass Hut retail concept in approximately 160 Bass Pro Shops and Cabela stores across the United States. Telecom Italia. Vivendi. French media group Vivendi has notified Italian market regulator Consob that it does not control Telecom Italia, TIM, after it lost the majority of the phone group's board seats following a May 4 shareholder vote, a source close to the matter said on Friday. The source added that Vivendi may also notify the EU antitrust authorities that it no longer controlled the majority of TIM's board. Vivendi last year pledged to sell TIM's 70% stake in broadcasting unit Persidera to win antitrust approval for its own plan to gain de facto control of the Italian phone group. Billionaire Vincent Bolloré has raised his stake in Vivendi to more than 24%, strengthening his influence over the French media giant, according to regulatory filings. SS Lazio missed a chance to clinch the fourth and final Italian place in next season's Champions League group stage when they were held to a 2-2 draw at relegation-threatened Crotone on Sunday. Fincantieri. At the end of May or, at the latest, in June, the Australian government is expected to announce the winner of a contract to fit 9 warships with long-range anti-missile defense systems, Il Sole 24 Ore reported on Saturday. Base Systems, Navantia and Fincantieri are all competing for the $35 billion contract. ICCREA Banca, the cooperative bank group, plans to sell bad loans with a gross value of €1 billion by June, it said on Friday, adding it would ask permission to use a state guarantee scheme for the transaction. The sale is part of a broadened plan that foresees the disposal of up to €7.3 billion of bad loans by 2021. CARIGE, the lender, plans to issue 3 bonds by the end of the year to raise up to €1.3 billion, the CFO told analysts at a post-result conference call on Friday. Alitalia, the carrier, posted a 6% rise year-on-year in sales in the first quarter, when it booked an operating loss of €167 million, Il Corriere reported on Saturday. Banca Popolare di Sondrio, the company said its first quarter net profit rose to €42.8 million from €29.5 million a year ago. Banca Intermobiliare, the company said its first quarter net loss widened to €6.4 million from a loss of €2 million a year ago. CARRARO Annual General Meeting, 0900 GMT. Fintenergia Group Board Meeting on FY Results. Pininfarina Annual and Extraordinary Shareholders Meetings, 0930 GMT, and Board Meeting on Q1 Results. Italy officially presents first Boeing B737 MAX with Chairman Francesco Fiolanti. Qatar Airways Group CEO Akbar El Baker, 0900 GMT. SOMEC debuts on AIM segment. Board meetings on Q1 results, ACQUAFIL, Aeroporto di Bologna, Anima Holding, ASCOPIAV, Banca FINNAT, TradeX dividend, Avio of €0.38 per share, Banca FINNAT of €0.03 per share, Banco di Sardegna of €0.15 per saving share, of €0.30 per preferred share, of €0.04 per ordinary share, Cairo Communication of €0.10 per share, Cover 50 of €0.50 per share, Credito Emiliano of €0.20 per share, ESPRINET of €0.135. Per ordinary share, Falck Renewables of €0.053 per share, FINLOGIC of €0.1481 per ordinary share, Lucasano Media Group of €0.05 per share, Reno de Medici of €0.0031 per ordinary share and of €0.0245 per saving share as preferred dividend, Rossetti Marino of €0.50 per share, ZIGNAGO Vitro of €0.32 per ordinary share. For Italian market data and news, click on codes in brackets. 20 biggest gainers in percentage. 20 biggest losers in percentage. FTSE IT All Share Index, FTSE MIB Index, FTSE All Stars Index, FTSE Mid Cap Index, Block Trades. Stories on Italy. IT Len for Pan-European market data and news, click on codes in brackets. European Equities Speed Guide. FTSE First 300 Index, DJSTOXX Index, Top 10 STOXX Sectors, Top 10 EUROSTOXX Sectors, Top 10 Euro First 300 Sectors, Top 25 European PCT Gainers, Top 25 European PCT Losers. Main stock markets, Dow Jones, Wall Street Report, Nikkei 225, Tokyo Report, FTSE 100, London Report, Xeter DAX, Frankfurt Market Stories, CAC 40, Paris Market Stories, World Indices, Reuters Survey of World Bourse Outlook, Western European IPO Diary, European Asset Allocation, Reuters News at a Glance, Equities. Main Currency Report, Our Standards. The Thomson Reuters Trust Principles.